Right now, if your credit score is dropping dramatically because of high utilization and you're trying to basically breathe again, then this is the play for you. Because in today's video, I'm gonna break down the 3 best 0 APR credit cards with the best balance transfer options. And I'm also gonna take it a step further and show you how to actually use them to stop the bleeding, to regain control again of your finances. So go ahead and grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, before I actually give you the information on the cards that I'm about to give you, I just really want to break down and explain how balance transfers actually work when it comes to the credit card space, and why it's actually a cheat code when it comes to you actually having other maxed out credit cards. Because you see, when you have a utilization above 20, 30%, especially 50%, guys, your credit score tanks. And I'm pretty sure you already see that. No, and it's not because of a missed payment, but because the system sees you as a very, very high risk. A balance transfer lets you move the balance from one card to another, ideally a 0 APR card. So this allows you to buy time, avoid interest, and most importantly, stop your utilization on the original card. If it still doesn't make any sense, let me try to give you a visual representation of this. So right now we're looking at here a Chase, just a regular Chase credit card, no matter what you want to use it, I don't care. But let's just say it has a $5,000 limit. But say the balance is $4,700. You know what that gives you? Yes, you see it, a 94% utilization, okay? But let's say that you get a 0 APR card right now and you get approved for it, and you transfer $3,000 to that 0 APR card. So now your Chase balance went from $4,700 to $1,700. So now when they report that to the credit bureaus, your utilization drops to what? 34%. So now your FICO scores are going to reflect it, and it's going to go down even more. Not your credit scores, but utilization, helping your credit score along the way. But on top of that, while that $3,000 is on that 0 APR card, you're not tackling or accruing any interest, and you're actually going to pay this down. AKA, like I said in the beginning, buying time. But here's the key. You don't want to run it up on this card, okay? AKA the 0 APR card. That is the disclaimer I'm giving you right now. You do not touch this card. You only use it to pay down balances with no interest, okay? Please rewind that and listen to that again. Because you actually want the balance to sit while you're trying to knock it down with no interest. That means no interest actually eating you alive. That is the bread and butter of this whole play right here. But with all that being said, with the information, let me actually give you some really, really good cards. So let's break down the top 3 balance transfer credit cards, in my opinion, in 2025. And again, these are just based on the longest APR periods, the lowest fees, and the strongest benefits, okay? Kind of strongest to least, all right? But let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first one that I want to talk about is the US Bank Visa Platinum credit card, all right? US Bank is known for giving really, really good credit cards. And this one right here starts with a 0 APR for 18 billing cycles on both purchases and balance transfers, okay? So this is a gem in itself. 18 months. There are not a lot of credit cards out there that even go that long for 0 APRs, all right? There's not even a lot of business credit cards that go for that. But after that, I just want to let you know the variable for the balance transfer after that is up to 18 months. It does go for, well, it actually ranges from 18.24% all the way to 29.24%, all right, is in the making of this video. Just to let you know, there is no annual fee, which is a bonus, but it's great for those who want breathing room in simple terms, all right? So guys, you can literally, you know, use this card to really pay down a lot of debt in a good amount of time. Now, with that being said, I just want to tell you that it does, again, give you a year and a half to clean up that balance without any interest, okay? That's actually extremely rare. And then there's no annual fee to worry about. So you can actually think about it like this, that this card is not just for points, but it's really like a reset button for you to really get back on track as far as getting rid of consumer debt. So this is just something to think about moving forward. Now, let's actually get into the next one, which is one of my personal favorites, which is the Wells Fargo Reflect credit card, all right? Now, with this one, it does have a 0 APR for 21 months, all right? And that's on purchases and qualifying balance transfers, okay? So you have to keep that in mind. But after the 21 months, just to show you right here, the APR is ranging from 18.24% all the way to 29.99% APR. So after that 21 months is up, you're looking at 30% APR. Now, the next thing I just want to tell you is the balance transfer fee is from 5% or at the minimum $5, okay? So, you know, everything has a give or take. So they are giving you 21 months. So that's even more than the US bank credit card. So they're giving you a lot, but they're stating, hey, we know you're probably going to use this for balance transfer. So we just want a little bit off the top. It's either going to be 5% or $5 minimum. In my opinion, that is a fair trade-off for no interest for that long, which is unheard of. And the next thing I just want to tell you, it is no annual fee. Okay. Now, why this is one of my favorites and why it stands out the most. The reason why is because it gives you almost 2 years to catch up. Okay. 2 years, that is super rare. And this is perfect if your goal is a long-term recovery and if you need time to actually stabilize. All right. So this is for the people if you have way more consumer debt than the average person and you're really trying to clean it up. You don't want to get a personal loan. You don't want to consolidate everything into like a consolidation loan or something like that. This is very, very helpful. Now, I just want to give you one pro tip before I actually go into the next one. Please do the balance transfer within the first 120 days. The reason why is because you want to lock in that 0% APR. And some people actually get the car and they wait a little too long before they actually start utilizing it and thinking that it's just going to stay there forever. And it's actually not. So again, just from my data points and people actually having it, please utilize this within the first 120 days. In my opinion, I think that you should utilize it as soon as you get the card. Actually, even before you actually apply, what I want you to do is I want you to allocate all of your consumer debt. And what I want you to do is figure out how much it is. I want you to know where your utilization is, where your credit scores are, and where you're actually trying to get to. And then after that, once you apply for this credit card and you get approved for whatever balance it is, if it's a high balance, then I want you to try to lock as much consumer debt over there as possible. Have a plan to pay it off as quick as possible, and then do the second wave. No matter how much consumer debt it is. I don't care if you only get approved for $5,000, but you have $20,000 worth of consumer debt. Then you need to really transfer and really have everything aligned. Like, okay, I get paid this much. This is how much I can allocate towards the debt every single month. I won't be able to do anything, but I'm going to be free moving forward, okay? So I just wanted to give you that tip, and that's for all of these cards on this list. Even if you go outside of this, please have a plan moving forward, okay? Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the third one, which is the Citi Double Cash credit card. Now, this one is really, really good because, again, it's 0 APR for 18 months. And on balance transfers, not on the purchases, but it's on balance transfers, okay? After the 18 months, it does go from 18.99% all the way up to 28.99% as in the making of this video, okay? There is a high percent chance that it could go even higher than that, but after you go after the 18 months, you're looking at 30% APR, so you really wanna make sure you clean everything up before that time comes. The next thing that I want to just talk about is the balance transfer fee. Again, it's a give or take. They're saying, hey, we're giving you 18 months, a year and a half. We just want a little bit off the top. So they're going to give you 3% for the first 4 months of you utilizing it. But then after those 4 months, it's 5% that they're going to take off or they're going to add onto it. So you just have to keep that in mind. So anytime that you start actually allocating things over to the balance transfer, kind of add 5% to it, just so you're not blindsided by any extra money that's going in there. And I don't want you to think like, oh, I thought it was 0% APR. I'm telling you right now. The last thing I just want to tell you, it's really not important to you if you're trying to pay debt off, but if you just look for a good 0 APR card, it does earn 2% cash back, 1% when you buy, and also 1% when you pay. But if you're paying debt off, don't even worry about this. This does not concern you. Now, why is this a power move in my opinion? Because it's not only for you to clean up your balance, but again, you can also earn some cash back while you're paying it down. But if you're, again, If you're just paying debt down, I don't need you looking two ways. Only focus on paying that debt down. Don't even worry about the points. Don't even do it. Now, I just want to let you guys all know this as well as a disclaimer. This is perfect for people who are already disciplined and they want their card to keep working for them, just moving forward. So just keep that in mind as far as all these cards. But let me be real. A lot of people do this wrong. They transfer the balance, then they keep swiping the old card or probably just adding more funds to the new card, aka the 0 APR card, and now you're maxed out again on 2 cards. So please understand this before, if you didn't listen to anything else, please understand this when it comes to the balance transfer, all right? This is the game plan for you. Number 1, transfer only what you can pay off in the intro period, okay? I don't care if it's 5,000, 10,000, just make sure that you do that. The second thing, please leave your oldest card open, okay? The available credit helps you and helps your utilization rate. Don't just close the old card just because it's there. I'm telling you that right now. The third thing that I want to tell you is don't use either card for spending. You're not borrowing, you're buying time, like I said earlier. And then the fourth thing, make sure that you have a set-off plan, just like I said earlier. Divide your balance by the number of months. That's what's really gonna help you. And then just treat it like a bill after that. That's all you have to do. Simple and plain. This is how you're actually gonna get the control back without making things worse. Does that make sense? Because of course, if you're drowning in utilization, balance transfers aren't the magic fix, okay? But they are one of the smartest tools when used correctly. They protect your score while giving you time to recover. And once your score rebounds, then you can start applying pressure wherever that needs to be as far as your credit, building your profile or real business and credit funding. If you're not sure which card is actually best for you, or if your credit profile is too weak to qualify, then that's where I come in and I can definitely assist you in that situation right there. You can't scale without your personal credit holding you back. Trust me, I know. So with all that being said, fix your credit the right way, structure it, and let's get you the funding that you actually need. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now make sure you use all these cards to move all that debt around, all right? And until next time, ladies and gents.